Welcome into the den. I'm Tobin. Here, I'm having issues. Here for a shave review of two different products. One is the Lavender Pre-Shave from Northern Highland Soapworks, sent to me for review from James, the artisan. He's just a regular guy like you and I, started making some soaps and stuff. We'll talk about that more coming up in some future videos. And then the other is the Lavender Fragrance from Hendrix Classics, a collaboration between Pete and Douglas Embry. And Douglas Embry has been making his own, I'm having troubles today, but I'm not stopping the camera. We're going to keep going, okay? He started making soaps a year or two ago now. You might know Douglas as Dougie Shaves here on YouTube. And then also people might be familiar with Doug from Shave Tech, and that was a live show on Instagram. He was one of the co-hosts with Shannon Constantine of Elysian Soaps, and then Andy Amaya of the Wet Shaving Store. So this is a pre-shave that I have here. He also makes soaps. I'll be doing a video very soon of his soap. That is a pine scented one that I'll be talking about in probably my next video. I'm so behind on content. Stay with me. Ready? All right. So it is a pre-shave. I've had it for a few weeks now. Super slick. And one thing I like about it, just like one of the things I like about the cube, it's got a bunch of glycerin in it. And why is that important? That is important because glycerin does a few things. One is a humectant. And what that means is it pulls water to it. And when applied to your face, it really helps to plump up the hairs and prepare them for the shave and make them even easier to shave. So between the added slickness and the glycerin, I really feel like, just like with the cube from Phoenix, that is really helping out a lot. I'm not crazy about pre-shave oils. I have a few of them. I've tried a bunch of them, but I do love pre-shave soaps. And one of the big differences that I've noticed, in my opinion, is that the oils that I've seen, they give you slickness, but they don't do really anything for plumping up the hair, like in terms of glycerin and stuff like that. Plus, it also helps to clog up the razor and whatnot, yakety schmackety. I haven't scooped yet. A couple things I want to talk about. I've had this soap set for probably 6 months now. Been waiting for it to drop, maybe even 8 months. It's been a while. This is Pete's old base. So this is not Red Rock. This is going to be one of your last chances to get Pete's previous base. And one of the reasons why I haven't scooped is because also from Northern Highland, I have this super cool scoop, and it looks like some type of cheap thin plastic if you just look at it from a distance. But this thing, hear that? This thing's pretty freaking solid. I like it. It's like a mother of pearl is what I believe he calls it. You can see I've been scooping from up there. Scoop from up there again today. I've been wanting to do this review for quite a while. Both of these lavenders, the lavender scent in the Northern Highland and the lavender scent that is found in Pete's, are both just beautiful and perfect. I personally am a huge fan of lavender. And if you would have told me that I was going to be a huge fan of lavender 15 years ago, I would have told you no way, that's not happening. But somewhere around, I don't know, don't quote me, 8 or 10 years ago, I first discovered Champs de Lavande from L&L Grooming. L&L Grooming is now Declaration Grooming. So I bought this one here, and I absolutely loved it. Shortly after purchasing that, they came out with the new label that has like this 8-bit kind of logo on it. And I love that so much that I just had to have that one. And then I grabbed Barrister & Mann's original lavender. This is the black label, is what they called it back then. They had the white label and then the black label. The lavender that you find well, it's now been discontinued, I believe, but the lavender that they came out with a couple of years later is not the same lavender that's in the black label. I do not like this lavender at all. In fact, I think they did lavender a favor when they discontinued it. I do not like that lavender one bit. This lavender is a masculine lavender found in both of these, and I believe both are a blend. That's most commonly what we find is that they blend a few different lavenders together. Most commonly used in fragrances and perfuming. Boba Fett. Most commonly found is English lavender, French lavender, and Spanish lavender. Those are the three main ones that you will commonly find being used in fragrances. I have here a Rodak ceramic shade bowl. There are over 40 different species of lavender. But then when you get into those different species, you will find almost or just over different websites contradict one another. Kind of like my mind. My mind is always contradicting itself. Like, you know what I mean, Vern? Kind of like you got the one angel right here and then like the devil right here is like, anyways. There's over 450 or right around 450 different varieties. So over 40 species, as many as 47, and then right around 450 different varieties of lavender. And then most commonly used is the English, French, and Spanish lavender, all three of which go by different names depending on where you are. So it can be very, very confusing. Lavender is super complex. It's in the mint family, the same kind of family as like rosemary and thyme. And there's nothing simple about it. It is a very complex essential oil. Now, because this is made from pure essential oils, it's not going to last 10 or 12 hours, but you should be able to get 4 to 6 hours of good wear from the splash. The soap itself and that stick, I would both say that when it comes to just smelling the soap, it's probably about a 5 on scent strength. And once you get both of these lathered up, they're probably right about a 5. And I would say the same thing for the splash. I do not have the splash. There it is. I do not have the EDP, the Pure Parfum that you can get from Pete, but he has that available. The cool thing about this is, so the Highland soaps, they range from $14.95 to $17.95, and then Pete has this lavender available that is just pure essential oils for $21.95 for the soap and $21.95 for the splash. Killer price. That's 4 ounces. So I absolutely love lavender. I have like 7 or 8 different lavender soap sets now, including EDPs, deodorants, combinations like lavender and sage, lavender bergamot. Sterling also does the solid colognes, right? I have fallen in love with lavender, and it all started with L&L Grooming, now Declaration Grooming, and they still do offer that same fragrance. That is a bison tallow, I believe, if they're still using that. They did back then. Let's get this on the face. To make things even more confusing with lavender, so something people wonder about and had questions. I've done 2 different lavender reviews now. Oh, I forgot. Yeah, I don't have Jefferson Square up there. That was another one that I absolutely fell in love with. 2 seconds. So earlier, I was trying to find all my lavenders, and I knew I wasn't finding all of them. I've done 2 different lavender reviews thus far. The first one was this one, Jefferson Square, that I used in conjunction with Lavender Planet. That was the shave that I did from 900 feet above the Pacific on a cliff above the Pacific known as Cape Perpetua. And then Master Soap Creations Frosted Lavender was sent to me for review. And that is a heavily mentholated. That's what the frosted stands for. heavily mentholated. I mean, every time I use that, my eyes begin to water, and I enjoy it. So, like sage, I love lavender. In fact, a great way to get me to check out your fragrance is by putting either lavender or sage in it. And Sterling did so with that there. So I'm always going to try and give you guys a genuine, honest review, no holds bar, not caring or worrying about what anyone thinks. That my only concern is that you guys get my honest opinion. So all of these vary a little bit with the way that they smell. Did I finish sharing my thoughts about Lavender? I don't think I did. Real briefly, Lavender is a hybrid. And there's a bunch of different hybrids, but most commonly what we see used, the most popular hybrid, in my opinion, that I've noticed or seen is Lavender, and it is a hybrid of English lavender and Portuguese lavender. Got a mirror right here. My shave bowl set up on the shave dresser thing, and I got stools over here to my left with the rest of my gear. And almost always with fragrances, you're going to find a blend of 2 or more different types of lavender. So you should often notice similarities, but there'll also be differences. One place that Bear Stern Man went, differently is that they took a whole other approach with their lavender. And like if I had to give that lavender a score, it'd only be like a 4. I don't hate it. I don't really like it. I just have it in the collection because I'm a schnerd and I love lavender. And now that it's discontinued, I'm glad I have it. So you can see there, absolutely beautiful lather. And that is due in part to the Northern Highland pre-shave. And then also Pete's base was and still is, even with Red Rock. This is the old base. Absolutely fantastic. So when I do these reviews, the artisans, of course, would want me to say that their product is the greatest thing since sliced bread. And when it is, and when I truly feel that way, that's exactly what I'd say. This lavender is absolutely amazing. It is. I would put it, though, in the same category of amazing as Champs de Lavande, Lavender Planet, and then even Sterling's, their regular lavender, which I also have, is absolutely beautiful. This, and I got a lot of help from Emily and Alexis. Neither one of them are big lavender fans. Alexis gives this a 7 and Emily gives it a 5. Now, that is saying a lot because Emily does not like lavender. I'm using 2 razors today, both from Zomchi. Both are sent to me for review. They don't really have a name. They're both just called Safety Razor. There'll be links in the description to that, and you'll eventually see these in a razor review series. I've used both of them about half a dozen times. Been getting damn fine shaves from both. I'm going to use the black one on the left side and the blue one on the right. So one thing that sticks out that makes this one different, besides that amazing label that Ranger, Shaveworks, and Pete came up with, I just absolutely love the label on this soap. Take care of that for me, Santa. Santa's a good man. He's also a duck fan. In the razor, in both razors, I have a first use Gillette winner. Like my Ducks, they're going to beat Wisconsin today. So what makes this one different? Talking with both my girls, Emily thinks that this one is more floral. Alexis says sharper, crisper, more masculine. I don't know that I would say that it's more floral. So I said Emily gives it a 5, right? And Alexis gives it a 7. Myself, when it comes to lavender fragrances, I would give this one a 10 all day long. Now, does that mean it's better than Lavender Planet or better than some of the others that I discussed? No, because all of those up there, with the exception of this one, take this Barrister and Man away, I love all of those. All the lavenders that I have in my collection, I love. Now, would I give all of them a 10? No, I would not. I think I got myself right there. 2 days growth. I forgot to say that. I did not shave yesterday. I was just too tired. Still, I'm in my 6th week at my new job. I'm still adjusting to the added level of physicalness. I add some more water to my soap. I got my trusty Oregon thermos here. My water bottle that I usually use for a shave like this is in my truck at work. So I would definitely give this a 10. It smells very similar to Lavender Planet from Phoenix Artisan Accoutrements, where I'd say that Phoenix Artisan Accoutrements is different from this one. Is there's kind of it's not citrus, but it's like a citrusy-ness to it that is different. Now, if you just smelled Lavender Planet on its own, would you detect citrus? No, you probably wouldn't. It's the kind of thing that I have it right now in the back of my right hand. I have Pete's Hendrix Classics right here. Over here, I sprayed Lavender and Sage. Over here, I have Barrister and Man's, and I've been doing this for months now. Not every day, but here and there, and especially the last couple of weeks, because this dropped last weekend or something like that. And I don't like to do videos without a release date, and so I'm kind of late to the party, even though I've had this one forever. And that's mostly just due to my job. And then I did get myself my job kicking my butt and dealing with my uncle, that kind of thing. This coming Thursday, Patrick Croman, aka the Okie Shaver, here on YouTube, he is joining me in the next edition of We Shave. So the 21st, I have my calendar still says September. Hey, how you doing? I want to say it's the 21st. In December, on the 19th, I remember that because I just scheduled it with him this morning. What is today? Today's Saturday. The 17th? 16th. 16th. So Sunday, 17, 18, 19, 20. I want to go with Thursday, November 21st. He is joining me, Patrick Croman is, for a live. If you haven't checked out Patrick's content, I highly recommend that you do so. Patrick is damn good, people. I love that guy. I love his content. It is genuine, no nonsense. I always feel like I'm getting his honest opinion. It's one of the things I love about Chris Williams, Matthew Lawrence, and Glenn Sherman. Those are some of the most genuine, and Sieg Solo, genuine, most authentic guys in the community. And I hope that the feeling that I get from them is the same kind of feeling that you guys get from my content. Second pass, I'm going to try not to open myself up. I don't think I've nicked myself previously with this razor. I think that was either just me or this blade, and I'm going to blame it on me and not the blade. Great tolerances with both these razors, and I'd say that both are about a medium efficiency. This one may be like a 4.5 to a 5. The other one, and the black one, is very much like a more efficient DE89, right around where the symmetry is from Phoenix Artisan, if you're familiar with that one. But both carry a great price tag. So with Patrick and that live, he has given away a Sawdust Creation brush. The winner gets to choose between that one there with the G7, like what I have here, a Frank's G7, and then the other one has a Frank's G5 in it. Both were made by Bobby Moffett at Sawdust Creation Studios. They're just not getting enough use in Patrick's collection, so he has decided to give them away during the live. Thank you, Patrick. That is absolutely awesome. I'd love to have both brushes no matter which one the winner chooses, is going to get just a beautiful brush with both knots are fantastic. If you are someone who's never tried the G5 or the G7, I own both. I love both. Damn good stuff, Maynard. While we're speaking of Frank's, if you're shopping for a new brush, I have a 20% discount code for Frank's Shaving. Thank you again, Ming, for that. Ming is the owner of Frank's Shaving, and he has generously offered viewers of my channel a 20% discount. I don't earn a dime off of that, but if you use my code Tobin, T-O-B-I-N, at checkout, you'll save 20% off your purchase. And yes, that includes clearance items and sale items. Man, I did a number. See that? I forgot to grab a towel for my face when I came in here. I'll use this one. These are amazing. In fact, I'll use this for my post shave instead of the one I grabbed. These are from Hendrix Classics. I love the towels that Pete has on his website. All of them are amazing. Yeah, I did a good job. Give me 2 seconds. I'm going to go rinse in the bathroom, and I'll be right back. All right. These towels are amazing, and they're affordable. All the towels on Hendrix Classics website. I should hit that with an alum stick, but yeah, we're going to call it good. So first I'm going to use the splash. So always going to give it to you guys straight and honest. If you don't own a lavender set already and you're curious or want to own a lavender set, this is an absolute must buy. If you already have some of the other ones that I mentioned or something different and money is tight, it's not a must buy. But this is a masculine, extremely well done, one of the best I have ever experienced lavenders. It is just so beautiful. It's got the perfect scent strength. Everything about it is perfect. Absolutely perfect. Especially the label. I just absolutely love that label. And with the metallic labels that Pete does, it pops. I love the label. Absolutely love the label. Absolutely love the fragrance. But one thing I try not to do is create FOMO. And I try not to tell you guys that something is a must buy unless I really feel like it. And so while this is just as good or better than any lavender on the market, and it really is, it's just as good or better, and it's got a masculine flair to it that some of them do not have. Like Jefferson Square doesn't quite have that masculineness to it that this does, but at the same time, that old Bear Stearns Man did have it. Lavender Planet has it. And so I want to invite you to check out Northern Highland soaps. He has brushes, razors. I got this razor from him. I'll be talking about that in a future video. And that is James. If you have any questions, reach out to James. He will answer in a short period of time. He has, my early impressions of James is that he's damn good people and that he's having a blast making soaps. Zomchi, didn't pay for that, didn't pay for the pre-shave, didn't pay for the soap, full disclosure. Other than that, it's a little big things, my friends. I'm going to top this off with Lavender Planet Star Jelly from Phoenix Arts and Accoutrements. Lavender Planet, in case you don't know, is not available for purchase. It only comes back every couple of years. Jefferson Square is not available for purchase. Bear Stearns Man is not available for purchase. Pete's is available for purchase for $21.49. That's right. You heard it. You heard it right that time. $21.49 for the soap. $21.49 for the splash, for a grand poobah total of $23. No, $22.98, right? Oh, good stuff, Maynard. I smell amazing. Absolutely amazing. I love lavender, and I love this one from Pete. Thank you again, Pete. Thank you again, James, for sending this out to me. Thanks for watching. I love you long time. It's the little big things. And for me today, a little big thing is in about 45 minutes, I'm going to sit down in front of the television and watch my Oregon Ducks play the Wisconsin Badgers. Did I cover all my bases? Don't forget the live with Patrick Croman this Thursday, 6 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Central. A brush giveaway, gift cards to some of my favorite artisans and vendors. Be there. Or be square. Be round. Oh, that's not very good. Oh, come on, Tobin, you can do better. Oh. See you next time. Maybe.